Abby may have got her Joel in one in Season 2, Episode 2 of The Last of Us, but the big question is, did Joel actually deserve to die? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. Today we're going to be talking about The Last of Us and what happened in Season 2, Episode 2, because it is very divisive, and some people think that Joel had it coming, other people think that Joel didn't deserve to go, that Joel was only doing what he thought was right when he rescued Ellie, and if people were willing to stand in between him and rescuing Ellie, the same people, by the way, that were willing to kill Ellie in the small attempt at finding a cure, then, you know what, maybe those people deserve to die at the hands of Joel. But we're asking the question, did Joel deserve to die at the hands of Abby in The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 2? After 68 votes, we have 28% saying yes, he killed Abby's father, and we have 72% saying no, he only killed to save Ellie. Now, I'm going to agree with the majority here. I'm going with the 72%. That is the reason that he killed them. And yes, even though in the game it's not official how many people you kill, you might not need to kill any fireflies, or you might kill a shitload of them. Well, technically you have to kill one guy, I guess, at the beginning, the cutscene that prompts like the final attack to save Ellie. But, I mean, at the very least, you need to kill at least one firefly and one doctor. So, we don't really know the number, but in the show, I believe Abby said that Joel killed 18 fireflies and one doctor, and she also went on to talk about how the doctor was unarmed and the doctor was her father, this and that. But I mean, first of all, that's not necessarily true. The doctor wasn't unarmed. The doctor had a scalpel in his hand, and he could have easily killed Joel with that. And when Joel came into the room, the first thing the doctor tried to do was get in between Joel and Ellie. It's not like the doctor was allowing Joel to come in and take Ellie. The doctor was willing to protect Ellie with his life because he was hell-bent on getting through surgery in the attempt to try and find a cure. So Joel didn't just go and terminate some poor, defenseless, unarmed doctor. I mean, he killed a guy that, let's be honest, the only way he would have been able to save Ellie would have been by killing this guy. If Joel didn't kill that doctor would have killed Joel, and then with Joel being dead, they would have did the surgery, they would have did the operation, and that would have meant that Ellie was dead. So Joel killed that doctor to save Ellie. It's as simple as that. And I guess he killed the fireflies to also save Ellie, because if he didn't, he wasn't going to be able to get to Ellie, and those fireflies were willing to try and kill Joel to stop him from getting to Ellie. So, look, we can say Joel's killed people, but I mean, who has Joel killed, really? Who have we seen Joel kill in the TV series that didn't deserve to die? I mean, I think probably the people you could argue the most would be like the Fedra soldiers at the beginning, when they're trying to escape, and they get caught trying to escape, and obviously Ellie gets scanned and she comes through as infected, and Tess and Joel use that opportunity to try and tackle, the soldier. And I think in the TV series it was only one. I forgot about that. Yeah, so it was only one soldier in the TV series, and he kind of gets like PTSD, I guess, when the soldier points the gun at Ellie, and it reminds him of Sarah, and then he kills that guy. But I mean, yeah, he probably did it in a fit of rage, but at the same time, I think he did it because he realised if he didn't, then, they were going to be probably punished by death, or they would have to owe this guy favour after favour after favour, and they wouldn't be able to, get Ellie to the Capitol building, meet up with the Fireflies, they wouldn't get their guns back. So, again, it's not like Joel wanted to kill that person, and that Fedra soldier did have a gun aimed at them. So, I mean, that's probably the only person I think Joel has killed that you could argue maybe didn't deserve to die. The other ones, Joel was protecting himself, essentially. When he killed the Fireflies to get Ellie, he had to do that because they were going to kill him to prevent him from getting Ellie. And just like the doctor, Abby's father was going to kill Joel to prevent Joel from taking Ellie and getting the hell out of there. So I think he did the right thing. He did what I would do if it was my daughter, or what I would do if it was somebody on a surgery table that I'd spent the last year basically with alone, and you felt that you had a daughter-like relationship with them, or even another family member or a close friend or someone that you had like a very strong connection with. So listen, yeah, I can totally see why Joel did it, and I agree with the 72% absolutely. And I know some people don't agree with that. Some people say that he should have sacrificed Ellie, but you know, Ellie's not even old enough to give consent. We hear consent getting talked about a lot. People love to talk about consent. But nobody's talking about consent when it comes to Ellie. She's 14. First of all, she didn't know the surgery was going to kill her because she was speaking to Joel about what they were going to do after the surgery and that they were going to live with together with each other, where they were going to go, etc. So she didn't think, first of all, that the surgery was going to kill her. They didn't even tell her that the surgery was going to kill her. And even if they did, if they told Ellie, we need to do this surgery, we need to get the cordyceps out your brain and it's going to kill you, even if Ellie says yes, you know, she's 14, her brain hasn't even formed correctly, so she's not able to consent to that. Just like you, if you're on like 14, you can't consent to sex, and you can't drink and you can't do drugs because that shit's illegal. You can't consent to giving up your life. If anything, technically, I mean, at this point, Joel would be pretty much her guardian. Joel would be pretty much the guy that would need to consent to allowing them to perform the surgery, and he didn't want it. So yeah, I'm calling bullshit, man. There's no way that they should have been doing that, and I think Joel was in his right mind, and I think he was fair in doing everything he could to stop it. So I agree with Joe 100%. Into the comments, only got one. Bit disappointing. Come on, guys, we like the comments, we like to read them, we like to get involved in the channel. So if you leave a comment, we will either reply to it in person or we will read it out in the videos 100%. So make sure you're interacting and putting in your comments. But Max McAllister says, quote, chance to fix the game's biggest mistake, and the fact that Abby is more like Ellie. Why did they pick that Downs? End of quote. Right. Obviously that Downs in terms of Bella Ramsey. Listen, I get it. We could sit here and rant about Bella Ramsey. I think it's a horrible casting choice to play Ellie. But the way we look at it is, she's already been picked now. When we do reviews, I'm not happy about it. Every time I watch it, it distracts me. I think, how the hell did they pick her? I do. Every time I watch it, I think she's pretty much ruining the show. Or, I mean, at least she's making the show a lot worse. It could be a lot better if it was someone else. But I just don't see the point of bringing it up in every review. It's done. You know, we have to accept it. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not happy with a lot of the casting choices, but, you know, it is what it is. So I don't expect the casting to change or anything like that. We will get on with it. But in terms of a chance to fix the game's biggest mistake, assuming you mean killing Joel, yeah, they could have done that, but I don't think they were ever going to do that, let's be honest. Neil Druckmann could not kill Joel fast enough, and while he's got say what happens in the TV series, he was going to kill Joel. I think, I mean, look how they basically made Joel a pussy in the show as well. I mean, Joel was nowhere near as tough or as aggressive or as hard or as manly or as masculine as he was in the game. You know, they did pussify Joel, and I'm actually surprised they didn't kill him sooner. I'm surprised they didn't have him beg for his life in the series, considering how much Neil Druckmann hates the Joel character, and he hates the fans that enjoy, you know, a strong father figure in a game, because as we know, that's a bad thing. You're not allowed to be a strong father figure. You need to be like trans or something like that, or part of the LGBT, or not want kids or some, you know, bullshit. You can't be a father figure. You need to be like a cat owner for Neil Druckmann to be a fan of you. So all that bullshit. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let us know your thoughts down below in the comments. I agree with the 72%. Joel only did it. He only killed Abby's father to save Ellie. Plus, another thing, we see that Joel actually saved Abby in the episode. So she calls him a murderer, a horrible human being, a cold-hearted guy, this and that. I mean, Joel pretty much risks his life to save Abby. He didn't have to do that. He could have just ignored Abby. He could have walked the other way. He could have allowed Abby to be killed. So, I mean, Joel was a good enough guy to try and, you know, help a stranger. You know, he saved Abby's life. So he wasn't that bad of a guy. And again, when she says that you killed an unarmed man, that her father wasn't unarmed, I just think maybe they could have done the scene a bit better. But also for her to claim that like Joel's this horrible person who just kills everybody. I mean, he saved your ass, didn't he? So maybe actually retract that statement and think, and you'd realize that here actually maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Joel's not a horrible person. Maybe he was put in a tough situation and he had to make the choice that was better for him, and that's what Joel did. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.